Welcome back to the True Assassins podcast, everyone. I'm Adrian Smith, and with me today is the fantastic Julia Jones.
Always a pleasure to be here, Adrian.
It's always great having you on the show, Julia, and today we're going to be diving into a story that's, it's a real page-turner, a captivating blend of true crime and the supernatural.
That's right, we are.
So if you're ready for a chilling journey through the dark world of murder, hitmen, and assassins, well, you've come to the right place.
You definitely have, Adrian. This story is a wild ride.
It really is.
We're exploring a case where a vengeful spirit teams up with this mysterious assassin, blurring the lines between reality and the spectral realm.
Yeah, and it's not just another true crime story,
Yeah.
This one really makes you think about the nature of justice, the power of the human spirit, and the enduring impact of violence.
Absolutely.
We're talking about a woman named Anna who is brutally murdered and just left in a desolate alleyway.
Just left there.
She becomes this restless spirit tied to the place of her death, just burning with a desire for vengeance against those who stole her life.
Yeah, but there's a catch, right?
Yeah.
Her killers are part of a powerful crime syndicate.
Untouchable.
Yeah, practically untouchable by the law.
Yeah, so imagine the frustration.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
She's trapped a prisoner of her own death while those responsible for her suffering continue to walk free.
Their power just seems impenetrable.
It really does, and it's this desperate need for justice that leads Anna to Elias.
Elias.
This shadowy figure operating on the fringes of the criminal underworld. He's known as a fixer, someone who cleans up messes, makes problems disappear, and whispers suggest he might even have a connection to the supernatural.
A fixer who deals with problems that go beyond the realm of the living.
Exactly. It's as if Elias walks this tightrope between our world and something else.
Yeah, something other.
And Anna, with her spectral abilities, becomes the key to unlocking that hidden potential.
So how do a vengeful spirit and a shadowy fixer find common ground?
Well, I mean, she can't exactly pick up the phone and call him, can she?
No, I guess not.
She's a ghost, limited in her ability to interact with the physical world, so she gets creative projecting images of her murder, the faces of her killers, even glimpses into their criminal operations, anything to get Elias's attention.
It's like a ghostly message in a bottle, cast out into the sea of the living.
Yeah, hoping to reach someone who can decipher its meaning and act upon its desperate plea.
And Elias, whether through some innate sensitivity or maybe even a past encounter with the spectral realm, he senses her presence.
It's in that same alley where Anna was murdered that their paths truly converge.
Oh, wow.
He's drawn to the spot, feeling a chill, this whisper from another realm. And here's where it gets really interesting. Instead of just dismissing it as a trick of his imagination, he speaks acknowledging Anna's presence as though accepting this ghostly contract for vengeance.
So this is where the story shifts from a tale of revenge into something so much more complex.
Way more complex.
Yeah, we're left to wonder, is Elias truly comfortable conversing with a spirit, or is he just playing along, intrigued by the possibilities this ghostly partnership might offer?
Right.
Remember those rumors about his connection to the supernatural?
Yeah.
This encounter really adds fuel to that fire.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And from that point on, a truly unique alliance is formed. Anna, the vengeful spirit, becomes Elias's guide, providing insider information about her killers.
She's like the eyes and ears in a world he can't fully access.
Exactly, while Elias, the human weapon, brings her vengeance to life with this cold-blooded efficiency.
But you have to think about the ethical implications here for a moment. What does it mean to collaborate with a spirit seeking revenge?
Right. Is it a twisted form of justice or a descent into darkness?
This is where the story really challenges those preconceived notions of right and wrong, forcing us to grapple with the complexities of a world where the lines between the living and the dead are blurred.
Yeah, it really does. And so we hear about this warehouse fire that consumes one of Anna's killers.
Oh, wow.
Then a series of accidental overdoses that claim others.
That's gruesome.
It's a gruesome dance, but it's orchestrated with such precision that it leaves the authorities baffled. Nothing points to the involvement of a vengeful spirit and her assassin partner.
And with each successful strike, Anna draws closer to the mastermind behind her own demise, the mob boss himself, a man so entrenched in power that he seems untouchable.
He lives in this heavily guarded penthouse, a fortress designed to keep out any threat except perhaps a threat that exists beyond the realm of the physical.
A threat from beyond.
So as we delve deeper into this twisted partnership, you start to see a fascinating shift in Anna's perspective.
Yeah.
Initially, she was consumed by this all-encompassing rage, this primal need for revenge.
Right.
But now, with the mob boss eliminated, this strange emptiness settles over her spectral existence.
It's like she's climbed to the summit of this metaphorical mountain of vengeance,
Yeah.
only to find that the view from the top isn't what she expected.
Right. The satisfaction she craved, the sense of closure.
It's just not there.
It's just not there. She's still trapped, unable to move on, a prisoner of her own violent end.
It makes you think about the nature of revenge.
It really does.
Is it ever truly satisfying, or is it just a cycle of violence that perpetuates itself, leaving everyone involved empty and broken?
Yeah, that's a question that philosophers and theologians have been wrestling with for centuries.
For centuries, Adrian, and this story offers a unique perspective on that age-old debate because in this state of existential limbo, Anna begins to perceive the city differently.
Okay.
She becomes aware of other spirits, other echoes of violence and injustice trapped like her between the world of the living and the realm of the dead.
So it's not just about her personal tragedy anymore.
Yeah.
It's like her spectral senses honed during her quest for vengeance have opened up this entirely new level of perception, allowing her to tap into the shared suffering of those who have met similar fates.
Exactly, and this realization sparks a profound change within Anna. Her focus shifts from personal revenge to a broader sense of purpose. She sees a reason to continue existing in this spectral form, to help others find the justice they have been denied.
It's a remarkable transformation. She's gone from a vengeful spirit to a spectral guardian angel.
Yeah, a beacon of hope for those lost in the shadows of the city's underworld.
It makes you wonder if maybe, just maybe, there's some kind of cosmic balance at play here. Some force that seeks to right the wrongs that go unpunished in the world of the living.
And here's where things take another intriguing turn. Remember? Elias, the enigmatic assassin.
Yeah.
The story starts to hint that he may be more than just a hired killer, someone who coldly and efficiently eliminates targets for a price.
Okay, I'm all ears. What makes you say that?
Well, let's consider his actions.
Ugh.
He readily accepts a contract from a ghost, something most people would dismiss as madness.
Right.
He navigates that heavily guarded penthouse with an almost supernatural awareness, as if guided by an unseen hand.
Uh-huh.
And perhaps most tellingly, he never seems fazed by Anna's spectral presence, suggesting a certain familiarity with the otherworldly.
You're right, there are layers to Elias that we're only just beginning to peel back. He seems to exist in this liminal space between the world we know and the realm of the supernatural. It begs the question, what if he's drawn to these cases, these partnerships with vengeful spirits, not just for the money, but for a deeper, more personal reason?
That's a fascinating thought, Adrian. Could it be that he's also seeking some form of redemption, attempting to atone for past deeds by using his unique skills to help those who have been wronged?
Yeah, or maybe he's trying to understand a connection to the supernatural, that he himself might possess a connection that might explain his uncanny abilities and his willingness to embrace the spectral realm.
It's like we're witnessing the emergence of a complex anti-hero,
Yeah.
a character who operates in the shadows, blurring the lines between right and wrong, driven by motives that remain shrouded in mystery.
And the story subtly suggests that Anna's case, her transformation from vengeance to a desire to help others, may have awakened something within Elias as well.
Perhaps he sees in her a reflection of his own internal struggle, a yearning for purpose and redemption that transcends the brutal world he inhabits.
So we're left with this incredibly compelling dynamic, a vengeful spirit turned spectral advocate, and a shadowy assassin who might be more than just a hired killer.
It's a partnership with the potential to delve even deeper into the darkness, uncovering not just the crimes of the living, but the unresolved injustices that linger in the spectral realm.
And as we move toward the conclusion of this gripping tale, we're left to ponder the possibilities. What will become of this unlikely duo? Will they continue to walk the line between justice and vengeance, bringing a unique brand of retribution to a world that often fails to protect the innocent?
We'll have to wait and see.
We're back with the True Assassins podcast, and before the break, we were discussing the possibility of Anna and Elias evolving into something more than just a spirit seeking revenge and a hired killer. They could become a force for good.
Righting wrongs that have gone unnoticed or unpunished?
It's a chilling yet captivating concept.
It is imagine a duo that can tackle not only the crimes we read about in the headlines, but those cold cases, those unsolved mysteries where the victims' pleas for justice have been silenced or forgotten.
And Anna, with her connection to the spectral realm, she could provide insights that would be impossible for any living detective to obtain.
Exactly. And Elias, with his deadly skills and shadowy connections, he could act where the law falls short.
It's almost like a paranormal detective agency.
I like that.
Anna and Elias partners in a unique brand of justice.
Partners in crime solving.
She's the eyes and ears in the world of spirits, while he's the hand that delivers retribution,
They could be the voice for those who can no longer speak.
bringing peace to restless spirits and closure to families who have lost loved ones under suspicious circumstances.
And think about the potential for Elias to grow in this partnership. Remember, we speculated that he might be drawn to these cases for reasons that go beyond simple financial gain.
Right.
Perhaps working with Anna, witnessing her transformation from a vengeful spirit to the spectral advocate, will help him confront his own inner demons.
It's a classic redemption arc, but with a supernatural twist.
Definitely, he could become more than just an assassin, more than just a fixer.
He could become a protector, a guardian, someone who uses his unique abilities to balance the scales of justice. And think about the stories they could uncover together. Every city, every town has its share of unsolved mysteries, whispered rumors of injustice, and unanswered cries for help.
Imagine the fear they could instill in the hearts of criminals.
Oh, yeah.
A ghostly whisper in the ear, followed by the swift, silent retribution of an unseen hand. It's enough to make anyone think twice before committing a crime, knowing that even death might not offer an escape from justice.
It's both terrifying and strangely comforting.
It is.
In a world where true justice often seems elusive, the idea of a spectral force working to right those wrongs, to offer solace to those who have been wronged, is both chilling and oddly hopeful.
Well, listeners, we've reached the end of another chilling journey into the dark world of assassins. And the spectral realm, we've explored a tale of vengeance, redemption, and the enduring power of the human spirit even beyond the veil of death. Hopefully, this story has sparked your imagination, leaving you with a sense of wonder, perhaps even a touch of unease as you consider the unseen forces that might be at work all around us.
And if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to rate, follow, and share the True Assassins podcast with your fellow true crime enthusiasts. We'll be back soon with more addictive stories from the shadowy corners of history and the dark recesses of the human psyche. Until then, sleep tight. And don't forget to keep an ear out for those ghostly whispers you never know who might be listening.